My name is Ava Long, and I'm going to talk to you about increasing the proportion of those who receive the flu vaccine every year, which is LID 09. The agenda for this presentation is just to look at an overview of the issue, some statistics regarding the issue, some legislature corresponding with the Healthy People Goal, an advocacy letter, and a quick conclusion. Some may ask, why is the flu important? So the issue is that the flu, it harms your body drastically, and it can go from mild to moderate to severe and even cause death. So getting the flu vaccine, it decreases the severity of the illness and the impact that it has on your body. It can also decrease the complications from the flu. So if you have respiratory issues or immunity issues, it just decreases the flu from causing any other issues. It also is easily spread to other people. So if you were to get the flu vaccine, you are able to protect yourself and anyone that you are around. Similar to the complications that the flu causes, other issues, like I said, the respiratory issues. With the flu, a lot of people are uneducated with the vaccine. So I think that giving more education to the public would allow people to be more willing to get the flu vaccine. And one of the main issues with people not getting the flu vaccine is insurance. And there are statistics behind that saying that people are not willing to go to the doctor or go to the hospital if they're sick, let alone to get a checkup or a vaccine. All of the statistics on this slide are from the Healthy People website, and the percentages are of people that have gotten their flu vaccine and have gotten it every year consistently. So nationally would be the United States, and this is 49.8% of the population. For regional, that would be Ohio for us, and it is 47.6%. And for the county, I used Stark County, and it is 43.3%. And like I said before, these are all people who consistently get the flu vaccine. And these statistics are under the Healthy People Goal, which the goal is 51% for by the time of 2030. And at this current moment, the goal is under the limit, but as you can see, the numbers are pretty close. So hopefully in the future, we see an increase. The Healthy People goal I chose was LID 09, like I've said before, and that is for people increasing the number of people who get the flu vaccine regularly. And some methods that they listed on the website include maintaining consistency with national programs, using strict regulations, following policies, and enforcing laws. So a little example would be when babies are born, they are supposed to get certain vaccines, and maybe they could create a policy to get the flu vaccine just to decrease the amount of people that get it and the people who are sick and die from it. Just like in past years for COVID, people were not mandated, but it was highly suggested to get the COVID vaccine, which if they would do that with the flu vaccine, like I said, a lot of people would not get as sick. When it comes to legislation, I found one act that supports the Healthy People Goal, which is the Flu Vaccine Act, which is H.R. 6184. And this is a federal proposal that supports more funding for influenza vaccine research, development, distribution, and education. So this act proposes that there is a new flu vaccine that targets more than just one specific strain of the flu. As we all know, there are multiple strains of the flu, and each year they change what vaccine you get because of the strain that they predict is going to be more common in the area. So I support this legislation because I think if there's a new vaccine that's highly researched and fully developed and known to attack a wide variety of the flu vaccine causes, then more people would be willing to get it, and more people will be highly educated on it compared to flu vaccines that we have now. I believe that the Healthy People Goal and the Legislation Act to increase the people who get the flu vaccine has such a positive impact on the United States. Overall, it decreases severity of the illness, decreases the hospitalizations of people who have the flu, it decreases the deaths from the flu, decreases cost of hospital and medical bills, which everyone loves to hear and is a big impactor for the vaccine. People get highly educated about the vaccine and what it does to your body, increases the flu vaccine development and research, which everyone loves to hear that what they're getting injected into their body is highly researched and developed completely. And it overall lowers the cost to get the vaccine if more people are willing to get it and it's a stronger vaccine, then more people will be willing to get it and it'll lower the cost. For my advocacy letter, I wrote to Dr. Jean Marazzo, who this is the leader of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. So the flu is considered an infectious disease, and I'm not completely sure why it hasn't been brought to attention sooner because of how harmful it is and how common it is to people. So I just thought that writing to the leader of the Infectious Disease Institute would help bring light to this and bring it to attention for people to fully understand how harmful it is and that there are many people that are willing to do something for it. And so I just thought she would be a good person to write a letter to because she is a leader of an institute and has more say than us citizens. In conclusion, from this project, I learned the process of getting an act approved, along with more about the Healthy People objectives. It was very cool to see how a Healthy People goal corresponded with a act from the legislature and just seeing the process between the two and getting it approved. And in relation to the class, I learned how to use ethos, logos, and pathos along with the social ecological model to correlate the information from the Healthy People Goal and legislature to the class, and I was able to kind of pick apart the issue and see everything about it. Here are all of the resources that I used for the information in this presentation. Thank you.